And then, Jonathan, you got engaged.
Yes.
So how did the proposal go?
Oh.
Congratulations.
We were traveling through Europe. Thank you. I was like, how am I going to lock down Jovi? I got to figure this out. So I was like, I got to do it well. And so we were traveling with the kids in Europe, and we were in Scotland at Edinburgh Castle, my favorite castle. And I had cleared the grounds. It was the end of the day. We were the only people left on the property. There was a pipe band playing that I hired. And we walked up, and we were just taking it in, and all of a sudden, a guitarist came forward, and they started playing Neil Young's song, Harvest Moon, which is our song. And she immediately turned, and then the kids pulled up a banner that said, "Will you marry me?" And I had like 20 hidden cameras, so I have all the footage.
All the footage.
I mean, she's Scottish, he's Scottish. What is more Scottish for a proposal than at the top of Edinburgh Castle? And
Yes.
it was pretty amazing to
And
see
she had
the
no
footage.
clue. It was hilarious. There were so many hints that it was going to happen, and she didn't see any of it, like almost like fumbles that almost gave it away. She had no clue. She was totally flabbergasted.
That is so beautiful. Congratulations. Did you help him out with that?
You know, I offered. I actually offered to help out, but he tackled the whole thing on his own, which is pretty impressive. But if you want to help me pressure him into locking the date for the wedding, yeah, we can do that.
If you need a little help, I'm here.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
But you didn't need much help because you manifested this in a way because you was an elf for Halloween.
When we woke up in the morning, that morning, she's like, we're going to the castle, and she's like, oh, I'm going to wear this dress to the castle, and it was so wrinkly, and I'm like, I didn't want all the engagement photos to be wrinkly. So I was like, oh, there could be royal family at the castle. Maybe we should iron this. And so I ironed her dress for her so that she didn't later have wrinkles in her pictures.
That is a great husband.
A good future husband.
Okay. I like that. And you dressed up as Buddy the Elf.
Not for the engagement, I didn't, no.
Like before you manifested it.
Years and years ago, we would dress up like every year for something different. And you even have it. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
And so that's also the expression I had on my face when she said yes. So, well, I told her that I hadn't seen New Girl, but I had seen Elf and seen 500 Days of Summer and stuff like that. But no, she didn't know until later that I had dressed up as Elf. And then it started, she's like, oh. Okay, how into this is he?
Yeah.
Okay, now, I know you have people coming up to you all the time, like in random places, asking you to help them with their homes.
Oh, yeah. 4 times on your show before we came out here, yes.
See, I got mine in. I was like,
I won't
what
mention
should I
your
do?
producer has a new condo that's looking for a little something, but we got you. We got you covered. So, no, it's we love it. I mean, people are inspired by our shows, but they feel the worst is actually though when we go to like the hardware store and people will hear our voices in the next aisle over and they'll come running with their plans and they're gonna say, that wouldn't be the worst. It's when before Jonathan and Zooey were dating, Jonathan would go on a date and he thought it was a date, but it was actually somebody who lured him over for dinner to ask about the kitchen plans and everything else.
No, I literally thought that a friend who I'd known for a long time was like, oh my gosh, you've been on the road, come over, I'll cook you dinner, it'll be great. I'm like, this is really sweet. And I go over, flooring samples laid out. I was like,
you tricked me.
Gotcha.
So you can't get away from it, but you love it because this is what you're doing. You're great at it.
It's inspiring people. I mean, we air in over 160 countries, and so even when you're abroad, when we don't even speak the same language as someone, you can see how much they're moved by the show.
But a little piece of advice. The one place that is the absolute no-go, I was at a urinal, and the guy next to me at the urinal reached over to shake my hand and asked me my opinion on it.
I think we should just stand up for a second. You don't do this. When you're at a urinal, you don't
What's
do...
What's happening?
Property brother! Hey, buddy! Yeah, I love your show! Don't do that. That's not...
Don't do that.
Cool.
It's awkward.
And then they'll get better
But
tips.
he'll shake your hand. That's the problem.
I don't, because you're caught off guard, and then you shake the hands, and you're like, why did I do
Just the
that?
instant reaction.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
my
then you
goodness.
look, and then you're like, we're not supposed to look.
Okay, before we go to break, how old is your baby now?
Parker is 19 months.
19
Yeah,
months?
19 months. He is running around. He's like a little like parrot. He copies everything now.
Aww.
And so it was funny. We actually took him to a place for. Oh yeah, he's walking everywhere. I'm getting my steps and following him. But they were making this like it's soup, and the noodle guy, he does a whole show like he's stretching the noodle out. It's a funny thing. Parker last night was watching him. And then all of a sudden, Parker just starts going like this, and he's literally copying the guy. It's hilarious to see him experiencing things for the first time.
Yes.
And the excitement from him, so yeah.
And it's hilarious to experience Drew's exhaustion.
I'm very tired. I'm very tired.
Yeah, I
Actually, we have him, he's got his elf on a shelf. It's no Jolly Wally, but he has Happy is his elf on the shelf. And I was like, he's 19 months. He's not really going to be into it. Oh, he's
Which
so
I was
into
thinking
it.
about, we've got Elf on the Shelf, Snoop's got Snoop on the stoop. I'm thinking John on the John.
John,
Just have, like,
that's
a little-
a great one.
Yeah.
Get yours available everywhere,
Yeah.
maybe?
Y'all heard it here first. All right. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.